How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer. Just a beautiful, gorgeous day out. I'm down by the water here, just soaking in a little bit of sun, trying to relax and enjoy my time off. So again, we're back at you with another Movies on the Run episode. Now, recently we talked about The Terminator versus T2 Judgment Day, and we had some spirited discussions in the comment section regarding that. So today we're going to talk about Alien Trilogy. So again, it's funny the similarities between the Alien franchise and the Terminator franchise. Again, a lot of us out there, the true diehard fans, would only consider the first two movies in this franchise to really be anything to talk about. The third one, Alien 3, came out in 1992, directed by a young David Fincher. At the time, David was directing a lot of music videos for Nine Inch Nails, so when you watch Alien 3, you can kind of see the industrial Nine Inch Nails kind of aesthetic in the film. So we're not going to go too much into Alien 3 because, again, like a lot of you guys out there, I don't particularly like this movie. Again, it's got the same issues as T2. It's got CGI instead of animatronics for the aliens, and again, it doesn't come off good when you look at it nowadays. When you watch it in today's, you get 2020, put this on, you'll see what I'm talking about. So it leaves us with these two here, the original Alien, Ridley Scott's baby, and then Aliens. Ugh. Again, this is where James Cameron basically, we'll talk about it in a minute, turned it into a big summer blockbuster. So the original Alien, again directed by Sir Ridley Scott, it's absolute masterclass in horror, theater, tension. Again, everything is just perfect in this film. You know, again, talking about the cinematography in this movie, there's a lot of moments where it's really quiet, and very much the music is, dictating the narrative, if you will. Again, we have a young Sigourney Weaver in this movie. Lots of amazing actors in this film. I won't go into it here, but if you haven't seen the original Alien, I implore you to go out and watch it. Nothing is safe in space, and let me tell you, just Ridley Scott, you say what you want about the guy. I know his most recent films haven't really been that great, but man, he was on fire back in the late 70s, early 80s. Of course, after he did this film, he did Blade Runner and a host of other great films as well. So again, this is the classic. This is the one that I believe is the best one in the franchise. I don't really watch the other ones as much. So what happened with Aliens, so this one came out around 1977, 78. There was already, the studios already wanted to green light a sequel even while this was in post-production. And that's where James Cameron comes on board again, a young James Cameron. And, he provided a script or a screenplay, and the studios ate it up. They liked what Cameron was going with. And again, Cameron, he was hot off of the Terminator in 1984, was it? Yeah, 1984. So you can imagine this came out in 86, 2 years after the Terminator. And this is very much, again, your summer blockbuster affair. Lots of explosions, lots of special effects. It doesn't seem like this movie ever really slows down. And that's the problem with it. It's just, like I said, cheesy, over-the-top, 80s action, which, looking at it on its own, it's fine. Don't get me wrong. But when you compare it to the original, which is an absolute, again, one of the greatest films of all time, this really pales in comparison. I've had people argue with me, spirited discussions about how Aliens is the better film. I can't disagree more. Like I said, James Cameron, he started to show more and more of his ego even after this film. You can see it in The Abyss, and then again you could see it in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. His head just got bigger than his body. So like I said, Aliens, definitely a better film than Alien 3. But like I said, I kind of wish Ridley Scott would have directed the sequel to Alien, because this one, like I said, it really doesn't hold up well. I find a lot of the scenes in this movie are red. It's just like a red tinge to it, too much red. I do not like the art direction that they went in this film. Some of the animatronics look good, don't get me wrong, but as a whole, not even close. This is the baby. And this one here, like I said, when it came out, I'm sure it was fantastic, but when you look at it now, it really pales in comparison to the original Alien. I can't state it enough. And then the series kind of just went downhill from there. Even the most recent movie, Alien Covenant, wasn't very good at all. I know some people like Prometheus. Me personally, I'm not too big on Prometheus either. Again, too much CGI. It would be cool if Ridley Scott could make one more movie like this before he retires, because he's already in his 80s. But just to see him go back to his roots and make a film like this. Like, this isn't even an action movie. This is very much a dark, almost like a horror movie. And for that, I really appreciate it very much so. So that's going to do it. Like I said, this wasn't a video to really go in depth about what each film is about. I just wanted to sort of explain, which film I prefer over the other. And if you guys could leave it in the comments below, which Alien film do you like? Even if it's not, again, one of the first three, leave it in the comments below. Let's have a discussion about the Aliens franchise. So that's going to do it, guys. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Take care.